Hello and welcome to another beautiful episode of the Hellion Rebellion Rock and Roll Association. Brought to you by your commander in chief, Holly Geist. I've been absent for 2 weeks now. Nothing bad's going on. Just been working constantly, trying to get that OT. And I get home, I'm too lazy to make videos. So we're going to rectify that tonight. I've missed out on some moments of silence in the last 2 weeks. I know it's kind of tacky to do that a week out, 2 weeks out, but I haven't forgotten, so we're going to do it. So before we get started, we have moments of respect to give to our rock and roll soldiers. The first one goes out to singer songwriter Jill Sobule. I've never really known a whole lot about this individual other than a song called I Kissed a Girl, and it is not the same song as the Katy Perry song. Though those two ladies had beef with each other because of the titles of those songs. I would strongly recommend Jill's version of that song. The second one goes out to James Baker. He was the original drummer for Australia's Hoodoo Gurus. He drummed for that band in the early 80s. I would say 81 to 85, somewhere around there. The original, the early Hoodoo Gurus. We lost him 2 weeks ago. And then finally this week, we lost Dale Henderson, who is an individual I do kind of know. He was the guitarist and vocalist of skate punk legends Beowulf. And I grew up with some Beowulf. If you were skateboarding and you were a fan of Thrasher magazine, there wasn't an issue that didn't come out that didn't have a Beowulf ad in it. There were four bands Thrasher is going to put in your face every single magazine, and it was Beowulf, Suicidal Tendencies, Drunk Engines, and JFA were the four bands. Maybe, well, you got the Crumbsuckers. They love the Crumbsuckers. But, yeah, I've been listening to Beowulf for a long time, and it's sad to know that Dale is gone now. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silent reprieve, silent thought for Jill Sobule, James Baker, and Dale Henderson. And I just put new light bulbs in here, so I can't turn off the light and stuff. Okay. May Jill Sobule, James Baker, and Dale Henderson find the hoodoo flipped upside down, turned into voodoo, so their white magic spirits can flow through the halls of Valhalla, and they can find themselves comfortably in the places amongst other former warriors of rock and roll. All right, being 2 weeks out like this, you would think I'd come with you come to you with something crazy and intense, but honestly, I'm just in a very, very just chilled out mood right now, and we're gonna do some chill out. So if you watch my channel for the punk and the metal, you might not you might not appreciate this one, but I will guarantee you that you're about to hear some good music. So for years, I've been an avid, ravenous follower of Drunk Dial Records out of Portland, Oregon. They were the first record label who ever sent me records to promote on my show, and probably the first time I ever had a tear in my eye. I was like, I can't believe this actually works. I can't believe somebody actually thinks this is cool. Um, so I've been following them. I've shown tons of their records. I will continue to follow this record label for years to come. Hopefully, for years to come to the day I die. Hopefully it goes that long. But the one record of theirs I have not shown, one old record of theirs I have not shown. There's a couple new ones I haven't shown, but is the very first Drunk Dial record. And that record is I was instructed to not show this because there was some beef between the band and the label that got kind of out of hand, and I started showing Drunk Dial records from number 2 and on. I guess I started with Billy August and the July Monarchy. And the proprietor of Drunk Dial said, hey, I'm not worried about selling this record. Let it go. There's just too many memories. It hurts too much. And I honored that. So I've never shown this record. And this record's easily 5 years old, something like that. And I guess it was 2 weeks ago. I showed a band from Chicago called Night Freak, and I shared it on the socials. And next thing I know, my man Mr. J says, "Hey, I love Night Freak. I think this band is great. I would love to get them on a Drunk Dial record. I'm gonna go ahead and send your video to them." And I'm like, hey, more power to you, man. Do what you got to do. And then, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes later, I'm like, hey, I'm like, do you still not want me to show Ghost Ring from Portland, Oregon? And he laughed and he said, you know what? Time heals all wounds. I don't have a problem with you promoting that record. And I was just like, hey, I'm so happy to hear that because it's an absolutely beautiful record. It really is. And you might as well sell it. It's great. So Ghost Ring comes out of Portland, Oregon. They would get started in 2017, and they would go on to about 2018. And I think this might be the only release they have. No. They have another release with 4 songs. But this is, I think this is their first release. But other than that, that's the only information I know of this band. Because this record wasn't really promoted, there are still number 1 Drunk Dial records out there, Ghost Ring records, and they're mostly the black ones. I think there's Black is limited to 150, 200, and the purple one's around 50. So I know there's black copies left. And if you're a fan of singer songwriter stuff, if you're a fan of just chilled out Fleetwood Mac, which they do a cover of Fleetwood Mac on here, which is wonderful, you're going to love this. So before we get started, or before I play the record, your Drunk Dial has rules if you want to be on this record label. The rules are that you do one original song and you do one cover song, but you have to be inebriated, plastered, whatever, and record those songs that way. Hence the name Drunk Dial. Other than that, I think that's the only rules. So, on Ghost Ring, this record was recorded drunk on a case of PBRs and a fifth of El Espolon Tequila Blanco. We pet 3 dogs and smoked 1 million cigarettes. Is how they recorded this one. So let's go ahead and chill out to some Ghost Ring.
Drunk Dial Records.
How about we chill out to some Ghost Ring on the right speed?
Drunk Dial Records.
I'll take you in my bed, keep you warm. It's safer in here, away from storms. I don't care whatever keeps me close to you. I don't know what led me here to you. There's something about the way you move that makes me wanna just hide away in my bed and keep you close to me all day. Something about you makes me wanna hide away in my bed and keep you close to me all day. So hold me in your arms, don't let me fade away, and I'll be what you wanted me to be someday. I'll take you in my bed, keep you warm. It's safer in here, away from storms. I don't care whatever keeps me close to you.
Absolutely beautiful. That is beautiful. The reason I brought up Fleetwood Mac earlier is the cover they do is a Fleetwood Mac song called That's All for Everyone. Um, I'm a casual Fleetwood Mac guy, casual Stevie Nicks person. I think Rumors is a perfect record. I think it's a great record. This is if you're a diehard fan of that band, this is one of those songs, but this is not one you hear very often. It's done. It's impeccable the way they do this.
That's all for everyone. That's all for me. That's all for everyone. Must be just exactly what I need. I care for everyone. I cry for more. That's all for everyone. Must be just exactly what I need. Need somewhere to go. Must be just exactly what I need. Need someone to know exactly what I need. I can't stay. I can't deceive. That's all for everyone. Must be just exactly what I need. That's all for everyone. That's all for me. That's all for everyone. Must be just exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. Must be just exactly what I
Absolutely beautiful. Uh, yeah, if you frequent the chill zone with your musical tastes, that might be a must-have. That's good, and I'm so happy that Mr. J allowed me to share this with you because I listen to this quite often. It's probably why you hear the pops in it. I do listen to this a lot. Normally, a song isn't or a cover isn't better than the original, but that's might be better than the original. Just as good. So, anyway, thanks for watching my show. Thanks for the support. Thanks to Drunk Dial for the records and letting me share this record in particular. They still have some of these. Go get them. And remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle. And I will see you next time. Peace.